My mixed doubles partner
for tomorrow. She
yeah.
ran a rover yesterday, or earlier today. So here we go. Leigh Waters, let's play pickleball.
Fight out.
Yeah, so I know Cailyn pretty well. I know his dad as well. I don't know the sister yet, but just such a nice family, and really happy to see his sister succeed here. Cailyn had a great match with Hunter Johnson earlier.
Yes, he did. Lost a tough one in
Fight
3.
out.
Yeah, I was talking to the dad very briefly in passing. He's like, the racket and paddle sports isn't coming from me, because he said he didn't play it coming up. Well, the kids are certainly
Fight out.
getting it going on at a
soccer,
young age.
Right? Soccer was Cailyn's first sport.
Yeah. He's got the beautiful hair for soccer too. Let it flow.
Yeah, and he does the C thing there.
0-0.
Yeah, the Ronaldo.
Fight out.
That's Leigh for you.
That's special. Leigh Waters hitting center court here, and potentially just 2 matches for her smaller draw today.
Point.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about pickleball in a lot of ways is the paddle technology really can control how hard you're hitting the ball. So even if you're 14 years old, or, you know, yeah, even if you don't have that strength, and you can still keep up with people, because a lot of times now, like, the paddle's doing the work for you in terms of power and speed. So even spin too.
Fight out.
That is a tough ball to get down quickly and out of the strike zone with Campbell, but Leigh Waters has lost exactly 0 times in singles this year.
1-0.
So,
is that right? Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
Point.
Was close, down 11-4, 9-4 to Brooke Buckner in Mesa, and then just found that heart of a champion that she has and came back. That's a beautiful overhead right there. Swirling wind, that's tough to make.
Yeah, Leigh against the wind for sure right now.
Sometimes when you're playing Leigh on center, obviously that is a different sport. I don't care. Rec play on the outer court versus this. So getting that first point like she did there, just
huge.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, the first thing going through Campbell's mind is just, first thought always is like, just get 1 point on the board.
1, 2.
Get a little confidence and start working your way up.
So hit a return off the baseline and get a miss. That one just catches too.
Yeah, generous call there. Maybe caught the back of the line though.
Leigh looked over at her mom, Leigh, and pointed at it, and all parties seem to think it's in, so tied at 2.
Fight out.
I can tell you right now too, like, yes, Leigh is so dominant on the women's side, but like, if you put her in a men's singles draw, people would be very, very scared.
Oh, for sure. Wow, Campbell just blows one past Leigh Waters, and that was what Brooke Buckner did. No one hits a ball harder and cleaner than Brooke, and that had similarities right there.
Yeah.
Great stab volley from Campbell. Can't make the next one though. Yeah, I think you'd be even more nervous if she was allowed to play in men's doubles with like.
Yeah, no, they'd for sure win titles. I'm 100% certain they would.
Point.
Just catches the tape there, Campbell. So this will be interesting to watch the Campbell duo. Will they be like Georgia and J-Dub and start to play mixed together as they develop and get better and better, or will they not?
3-2.
I think they are playing mixed here.
Side out.
That is a terrific explosive step to the right there, Roscoe.
Yeah, very, very good at that forehand cross court. We've seen her hit a few good ones here already.
Side out.
Tries to switch that down the line. It sails deep. But good early start right in it.
3-2. Point.
Leigh kind of guessed, but guessed right.
Yeah, she read that one. It's very hard from below the net to pull that thing line without hitting it just very soft. So
4-2.
Leigh with good anticipation there.
Point.
Just deep on that one.
Yeah, Campbell, I mean, she's with the win right now, but she's hitting harder than Leigh. I mean, she's pushing Leigh, you know, pretty far back on those ground strokes.
5-2. Point.
Get that up and down in time. They are not
Timeout,
playing
receiver,
together
6-2.
in this.
6-2.
Amazing players.
Point.
Tough to call timeout and then miss that return.
Also, I'm sure Leigh loves to see those two playing because those are probably her two
7-2.
biggest competitors on the singles side. Definitely Paris, you know,
Point.
Catherine in the past for sure. So, you know, at least one of them gets to get knocked out.
Indeed. And got to give congrats to Kate Fahey. Has moved up to
8-2.
world #2 now in the rankings. Isn't playing this tournament, but it's quite an
Point.
accomplishment considering she was a project manager at Amex 12 months ago.
Crazy. Kate's one of those players that just
9-2.
came on the scene and absolutely took over. And honestly, I didn't realize how good of a tennis player she was too. Like, she played #1 at her school, D1 school, and so I mean, it makes sense.
Again, Leigh sits on the cross court and Campbell feeds it to her. Yeah, that school's called Michigan too.
There we go. Yeah, great tennis school.
Point.
Not easy to play #1
No.
there.
No, now her buddy in
10-2.
North Carolina, Brooke Buckner, a fellow Wolverine. Game point for Leigh.
Side out.
Good approach from Campbell there.
$2-10.
What a shot from Leigh
Side
through
out.
the wind. And these two
Game
played
point.
in Texas, so back-to-back tournaments. Campbell
10-2.
running into Leigh Waters, and it was 2 and goose. And
Point.
here
Game.
we are
Timeout.
at 2 in
Game.
game one.
Okay,
Tough draw to
2
start
time
with,
in.
and she beat it.
0-0.
Yeah,
0.
no, exactly. Yeah, that's just perfect. You
Side out.
can't approach on a ball like that against a player like Leigh because she's so good at putting those drives where she wants that
0-0.
you're just going to find yourself scrambling.
Oh, what a nice shot there.
Side
So
out.
where does the approach need to be? What was wrong with that? Short? Too short in the court?
I thought, was that not wide?
No, that was right
that
on
was
it.
right on the line. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she gave, she took a little
0-0.
off it when coming in, but yeah, I would go middle there and just kind of cover the angles.
Side out. 0-0. Side
Yeah,
out.
so now she's with the wind, so it's going to be a bit of a calibration here to find that range of how
0-0.
hard she can hit it.
Side out.
Just to be clear on the age of young Cailyn Campbell, just 14, Roscoe, and out here going
Crazy.
after it.
0-0.
Leigh, the elder statesman on a court. Ooh, that looked
Point.
pretty off the paddle, just short.
I mean, the ground strokes from Leigh are just, they're just so tough. Like, you know, playing men's singles where people are usually coming into the net a lot
1-0.
quicker. Like, just to have Leig's passes, I feel like they would just be very, very effective.
Oh. Leigh added some degree of difficulty with the inside out. A lot of wrist on that instead of just pushing it up the line. But that just made it more entertaining, Roscoe.
She's just having fun out here now.
2-0.
Oh, my.
Fight out.
Okay.
I think too much
She's
fun there.
playing with her food
Yeah.
right now. What in the world? Drop shot from there. Like as a winner, like a tennis drop shot.
0-2.
Right there.
Court's a little smaller.
Just
Fight out.
perfection in the corner right there.
2-0. Fight
All
out.
right. Gets a roll off the tape. She'll take it all day long.
0-2. Point. One, two. Point.
And 2 here and tied up. So no repeat of the pickle in game 2 from the Texas score.
2-2.
I mean, that's just so good.
Fight out.
The crazy thing about that pass, too, is it's not a fast pass.
Right.
It's still dipping, right? She's taking some pace off it. So even if Campbell were to guess forehand, she's still hitting that volley below the net. So for Leigh, it's a no-brainer.
Fight out.
Leigh again tries a volley. In this case, the last one was an actual ground stroke drop shot. That catches the net as well. Campbell with a chance to take the lead here in game 2. But
wow,
with a shot like that, my goodness.
Two. Point.
Serve right on the baseline.
3-2. Point.
What's the miss there?
I think, the ball just got a little bit low, and she's hitting the ball so hard that, if you're a little bit early, a little bit late, or you don't catch it the way you want it, it's like you don't have any safety.
Point.
And this is a carbon copy of game 1 where Campbell had a good start, and then all of a sudden you look up and it's 6-2 Leigh. Here it's 5-2.
5-2. Fight out. Two, 5. Fight out.
Just the angle from that spot, Roscoe. That's why she's Leigh Waters right there.
Yeah. And she's consistent with it, too. Like, she's not missing those. She's making them almost every time.
Just wide for Campbell there.
It's the Leigh effect, right? Like, you feel like you have to make it too perfect when really you just have to get that ball in the kitchen over there and try and make a play on the next shot. So that's something that I think as Campbell gets more used to playing these high-level players that she'll just adjust to.
Fight out.
Just wide, I agree. So is this in some weird way a blessing for Campbell at just 14 to play Leigh twice in a row just to see what the standard is?
I think so, yeah. I think she beat a great player this morning, a top 10 player, Mary Brasha, maybe top 5. I'm not familiar with the rankings right now.
6 seed.
6 seed, okay. So, I mean, that's a huge win to begin with. But there's so many young up-and-coming studs that I think it's just going to keep happening.
Side out.
That's a ball that's got to be made. She earned a short ball in the middle of the court, and again, maybe the AL dub factor just went for too much.
Yeah, she's moving before she finishes hitting that shot, and just pulled it wide.
Double
timeout receiver 7-2
with Pardo not too long ago, but like he grew up with Ogden. It's so hard not to like this guy. He's just such a good dude.
Hard worker, one of the people behind the birth of the PPA Tour, and look where we are now in their home state as well.
Yeah, and in charge of making sure that these facilities are up and running, like this beautiful center court here. So big shout out to Connor Ogden.
Couldn't agree more, sir. Appreciate the whole ops team that moves this from place to place. It's unbelievable.
Side out. Two eight. Side out.
Campbell seems a little bit tired right now, right? Kind of like the moment's getting to her in terms of fatigue. Obviously, a long day. She's had a bunch of battles, but for Annalie, this is normal, right? This is an easy day for her.
Yeah, this is 2 matches and be done for Annalie. There's another just atrocious drop shot. I've been on a rampage, I admit it, but what was that?
Yeah, definitely very unlike Annalie, right? But again, I think she's having a good time out here, playing around a little bit sometimes. So.
Just off balance enough to not have the paddle in a good position. And Leigh Waters is not liking the playing with her food portion of the show here, so I told her to get dialed in. Let's see if she listens to Mom. I would say yes.
Yeah, Leigh Waters, an absolute killer on and off the court. Just helps so many people in their corners. Christian Alshin and Leigh has just done a great job helping these players stay focused throughout these long days. So I think it's important to have someone in your corner like that, and obviously with Annalie, it shows.
Another great anticipation of cross court. So Campbell's going to want to go back and look at the tape and take some of those back down the line here. She's been beating every one of those, and we are at match point for AL dub. Looking for another dub right here. And she gets it with a missed return. So Annalie Waters is through to the semifinal and does her traditional shaking hands with both referees afterwards.